Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the 2025 Kubota High Limit Racing Awards dinner. It's time to hand out some awards. It's time to hand out some money. And that means it's time to go all in here at Tannehill's. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the 2000.
That wasn't supposed to happen. But good evening, and welcome to Tannehill's Tavern for the 2025 High Limit Racing Banquet. My name is Chase Rodman. 1 year ago, many of us sat in this exact same room, maybe even some of you the exact same seats, celebrating the end of the very first year of High Limit Racing. It was a huge success, and I think all of us knew at the time that it was. But maybe it was a bigger success than anybody could have imagined after just 1 year of competition. But still, there were many questions that needed to be answered with the series. And after October 13th of 2024, here at this banquet, High Limit Racing has answered those questions. They've announced a sport-altering, groundbreaking franchise system that kicks in next year, hosted the first sprint car race on live TV since 2020, and had a full-fledged docu-series created around the drivers. Tonight, we gather once again, not just to celebrate how far we've come, but to recognize that this is only the beginning of something even bigger.
Yeah, absolutely. Round of applause.
I wrote that all myself. Thank you.
And I'm Tony Laporta. I follow Chase Rodman around to a lot of these races, and it's great to see all of you here tonight. Chase, you're absolutely right. 2025 was a huge year for Kubota High Limit Racing. Drivers and teams in this very room excited and entertained hundreds of thousands of fans from Las Vegas and California to as far east as New York, New Jersey, and of course, Pennsylvania. High Limit Racing took the sport to new markets and visited markets that had a deep hunger for national 410 wing sprint car racing. And thanks to our friends at FloRacing, those fans who weren't able to make it out to the racetrack were able to enjoy every single lap of racing live on a streaming platform at a pretty affordable price, I might say. Speaking of long nights, I'm jumping ahead of myself. High Limit brought the drivers to the fans in 2025. FanFest became a new and exciting way for the fans and the families of all ages and all sprint car knowledge levels to get a chance to meet their favorite drivers, talk to them, buy merchandise, and even get an autograph before a long night of sprint car racing began. It's hard to encourage new fans to come out, climb into the pits at the end of a long night of racing, and with FanFest, High Limit Racing circumvented that problem. Speaking of long nights, Kubota High Limit Racing left long nights to their competition to kind of build their reputation around. Because in 2025, fans, drivers, and teams got out of the grandstands and the pit areas at record pace at nearly every single night of racing in 2025. Exactly. But most importantly of all, Kubota High Limit Racing as a series proved that their priority is the safety and care of the drivers, teams, and families that compete with this series by striking a year-long deal with MedStar Safety, ensuring that we would have a skilled and prepared medic and extraction specialist at every race. High Limit Racing in 2025 improved sprint car racing. That's what you'll get when you have a series owned, operated, and staffed by real racers.
You said it. Well, before we meet the 13 drivers and teams that were able to make all 51 events in 2025, we have a few very important guests that want to come up and speak here tonight. The first of which is the man we call JP. He's the guy that you call when you book 6 flights to Australia on accident and hit the company credit card limit. JP, thanks for always taking my phone calls. Appreciate that. And he's one of the head honchos at High Limit Racing. It's Josh Peterman.
Good evening. How's everyone doing tonight? First, I got to thank Kendra Jacobs, our staff, Tannehills. I think even the Marks family are involved in this, but this place is beautiful. I know they put a lot of hard work into this. It's just a really cool event, and I just want to thank them first and foremost, everybody. But yes, it's hard to believe that it's already 2 years into this journey with Kubota High Limit Racing. The growth, the energy, the incredible support we've seen has been nothing short of amazing. We're deeply thankful for where this series stands today, and I think we're all more excited about where it's heading. First and foremost, I'd like to thank FloRacing. Your partnership and support has been absolutely essential. Without your help to bring this vision to life, it now allows us to share it with thousands of fans across the country, so thank you. To all of our sponsors here tonight, your support powers this series forward, and we couldn't do it without your belief in what we're building together. To our High Limit staff, wow. I just want to thank you guys for your tireless work, your dedication, your passion. I think everybody in the Bay Area thinks and knows that we have the best crew in the business. You are the backbone of this series, and we are incredibly grateful to have you all, so thank you. And tonight we celebrate an incredible 2016 season. The teams, the crews, the workers, the drivers, all the owners that are here, thank you for believing in us. We know this isn't easy. The sacrifices, the highs and lows of racing, it's not for everybody, but your talent, your commitment, your competitiveness continues to raise the bar and defines what this series is all about. And of course, to Rico, a huge congratulations to you and the entire 24 team. Digit wins, consistent excellence, a true championship performance from start to finish. Rico, we know you're going to be an outstanding champion, and High Limit Racing is proud to call you ours, so thank you. And to everyone in this room who continues to be a part of this series, thank you. Let's keep building, keep pushing, keep making this series the best in the business. From the entire High Limit organization, we hope everyone enjoys some time off and has a wonderful holiday season. So thank you. And now I'm going to turn it over to Chris McKee with FloRacing.
Every day, it seems that way. I was going to wing this tonight, and then I ran into Cy Lynch's mom, Heather. Where are you, Heather? And Heather said, read the damn speech, son. So I'm going to do just that. On behalf of our owner and founder, Mark Floriani, who gave this speech last year, who I think went about 15 minutes, so I think the under for me is going to be pretty good on that one. Thank you, High Limit. Thank you, Kubota. Thank you, Brad. Thank you, children. Thank you, Kyle, JP, Kendra, Mike Hess, and the entire HLR team. Your collective efforts to help us live out Flo's mission every time you take the track, and that is to grow our sports every day, and you do just that. We're growing dirt track racing and helping make Flo an essential destination for race fans everywhere. Thanks to every driver, every team, every sponsor, and every fan out there as well. Drivers and teams, your competitive spirit and dedication to your craft is off the chain, And it's why race fans just can't get enough watching cats turn a wrench and sling dirt across this great country of ours. The High Limit Series is authentic as it gets. And it's that authenticity. Rock and roll, baby. It's down and dirty. It's filled with racers and dreams and teams that define what grit and sheer determination to be the best is all about. And while not everyone can stand up here as the champ tonight, every one of you in this room should be proud. I know all of us at Flo are super proud of your sacrifice and your dedication to your craft. Speaking of sacrifice, I do want to take a moment to thank those moms out there and those significant others who give so much and sacrifice so much so that we can live out our racing dreams. Thank you. Congrats on another fantastic year of putting the best show on night in and night out. And kudos to Flo's production team, our crew led by Tyler McKim. Kudos, Tyler. I think they're back at table 5 back there in the back. You brought the sight, the sound, and the action of High Limit to race fans at home all across the country all year. Props and job well done. And of course, I would be remiss if I didn't say congratulations to Rico and the entire 24 team. Congratulations on an epic championship year. And I don't know about the rest of you. I know we just wrapped up the season, but I can't wait to run it back in 2026. Have a great night.
Chris McKee from Flow Sports, thanks a bunch. And I've got a list of people we're going to try to mention and talk about because I feel like a lot of folks in the room and in the sport don't maybe know about them. They're part of the series, but they're not mentioned very often. So I'm going to start with our first round of those names. Flow Sports does a phenomenal job with this series, and they have a traveling army, but this year we had 3 full-timers that I believe, Tyler, had perfect attendance covering every single night of High Limit Racing. They're all here with us tonight enjoying the banquet. Would you please make some noise for the perfect attendance Flow members? Kyle Windsor on camera, Chet Christner on the audio board, and Tyler McKim, our producer. McKim paid me to not do that, and I still made the money, so joke's on him. Hey, are you guys ready to hand out some money and some awards? Make some noise if you want to have some fun here tonight. Also, honestly, should I keep the hat or no? What do we think? Yes? Yeah? You guys don't want to see my bald head. All right, let's get into it. The first year on a national tour is hard. Actually, it's very hard. It's one of the hardest things most of you in this room can probably ever remember doing. And while I'm sure our 13th place finisher in year-end points would agree with that thought, I believe that the first driver that you're going to meet here tonight was able to walk what probably felt like a straight uphill path most of 2025 in their rookie season on the road. They were able to walk that uphill path because they did it shoulder to shoulder with his race crew, who just so happened to be his family. Earlier this season, during an After the Checkers interview following the team's first ever national sprint car win on a 410 touring series, Brian Walker asked the team's crew chief, aka father, how do you push through and persevere during these tough times? The team's crew chief quickly and simply answered, it's because we're happy to be here. That is the attitude that has earned this team the Racing Electronics Perseverance Award in 2025. From starting the year off by getting hit by a rock while in the pit stands at Vegas watching the track, to having his first ever celebration in Whiskey Myers Victory Lane stolen from him by the rain, this driver never gave up, he never complained, and he never stopped smiling. Join me now as we take a look back on our 13th place finishers 2025 season.
Northport, Florida, the Global Lake Moxie Sports Advisors, NRC Truck Conversions, Tar Heel Property Group, Easter Metal Sign 24D, Danny Sams III. New leader in turn 2, the Florida man to the top spot. Danny Sams takes the lead down the back straightaway.
Ladies and gentlemen, would you please welcome up your 13th place finisher and owner points, Danny Sams III.
Well, I was thinking someone has to be the first driver to come up here and talk, but someone also had to be in the lead when the rain started coming down at Bridgeport. So just want to get into how difficult this is. And everyone knew that this was going to be hard, but I times that by 10. This is probably the hardest thing any of us will ever do in our entire lifetime. And to make it to the end is pretty incredible. And just to have great people around us. Everyone here has helped me one way or another, if they know it or not. And just to have that support is tremendous. And without my parents' grit and determination, Rocky, my great car owner, and Dave from Moxie to do that for me, I wouldn't be standing here today. And can't wait to take what we learned and hopefully apply it to the future. And just got to thank GlobalLink and Dave from Moxie, and he's going to say a few words for Rocky.
Let's hear it for Danny. I'm standing in for Rocky Anderson from Anderson Racing. He could not make it tonight, so got big shoes to fill, big. I'm only kidding, Rocky, because he's probably watching. But from a sponsorship standpoint, when I saw Danny, I actually, when I was with Dryden, when I was Dryden Dave for so many years, from 2017 until last year when I retired and started Moxie Performance Advisors, recognized Danny and his family and said, I got to get behind these guys. And it's just the love of the sport, and it goes to Rocky, and I want to give him credit because how much he loves the sport. He has 360 teams, etc. But it's such a similarity from when I mentioned Dryden that I can't pass on this. I'd like everybody to take 15 seconds to remember Bobby Allen, a legend in the sport. Thank you, everybody, and thanks for the time. Love the sport. Have a great night.
Danny, before you leave, somebody that couldn't be here tonight has a very special message for you.
Hey everyone, I was told to make a video since I can't be there, but I'm not in Iraq yet. I'm in Ali Aslim. This is what it looks like. It will look pretty similar, but it is so hot here. I got to go to Germany for a little bit, but this is like the vacation before Iraq, I heard, so trying to enjoy it. But I wanted to say hi to all my High Limit friends, my t-shirt girls especially, and Eric, everybody else. I want to say congrats to Danny on his rookie season. You know, he's alright. That's good. No, I'm kidding. He did good, but hopefully I'll see you guys in April, maybe May.
For Haley.
Waco, Texas. Here is the All Mile Your Alternative.
Your girlfriend wanted to send you a message from halfway around the world. So, hey, look out into this room full of people. There were a lot of folks excited for you when you picked up your first ever national touring 410 Sprint Car Series victory. But you didn't get to celebrate in Whiskey Myers Victory Lane due to the rain. So we want to celebrate with you right now. Folks, would you welcome to Whiskey Myers Victory Lane, Danny Sams!
That's awesome.
Congrats, man.
Thank you. And yeah, Haley wishes she could be here. And if any of you don't know, my girlfriend's in the Air Force, and she's in Iraq doing jobs that most people would never know are getting done. So without people like her, we probably wouldn't be sitting in this room right now and get to celebrate a great year. So thank you, everyone.
Big thanks. Wow, that confetti is slippery. We're going to want to definitely be careful when everybody else comes up for this, because that is, Jake, Cody, you guys got some slick confetti there. How about one more big round of applause for Danny Sams and his family? And we're going to get a broom for up here, I think. Let's keep moving on here to our 12th place finisher. Folks, after showing up to more than 10 high-limit race weekends in 2024 amongst different cars and different teams, this Race Rudine Foundation Rookie of the Year contender unloaded in Las Vegas this spring in his own car, ready to race. The team from Texas's year was bookended with a 6th place finish on night 2 of 2025 out in California, followed by a 4th place in his home state of Texas to kick off the month of May. And then a podium result during the Four Crown weekend in Eldora this past fall. The quickest chicken, as they call him, sought out opportunities to improve all year long, and he did. He also learned a lot. This past weekend at the season finale at the Texas Motor Speedway Dirt Track, he talked about how no matter what happened on and off the track this year, he learned. The driver and his team were a very positive addition to Kubota High Limit Racing, as the crew were often the first to jump in and help any driver or team who were unfortunate enough to visit the work area during feature competition. Learning and logging laps should be the mission of any rookie in any sport and any series they compete in. That goal was accomplished in 2025 for our 12th place finishing team. Let's now look back on their first season following a national tour in 2025.
Waco, Texas. Here is the all-year alternative. Infamous Inc. Bush's Chicken, Flint Rock Ranch, Easy Print number 9R. It's the quickest chicken, Chase Randall. Chase Randall in the 9R. Randall trying to hold off Hot Sauce this time into turns 3 and 4. The 7BC down to the inside. Randall's got it cranked up on the outside. Hold on to it.
Driver and team from Chase Randall Racing, Chase Randall.
Thank you, everybody, for having me tonight. I first off want to say thank you, to all of the High Limit staff and Brad Sweet and Kyle Larson for, putting this all together. And it's very special to be a part of it, and I'm just really fortunate to be in this position that I am right now. As Tony said, I was looking back on this year, and I came across a very word, often in my mind, and it was gratitude. And I think a big reason why I can call that a rookie season a success is, a phrase I really have aligned myself with this year is, you win or you learn. And I'm thankful for all the things that I've learned this year, and whether that be just about my racing, my life, or just more importantly, myself. And I found out how tough we were as a team. To go through what we did this year, the ups and the downs, and show up every night ready for battle is a huge symbol of resilience, and I think it only brought us closer together for sure. As I start my acknowledgments of everyone who's a part of my team, I owe the biggest to my family. My mom and my dad for allowing me to chase my dreams, and my brother Cade for making all the sacrifices that he's done behind the scenes. Balin, this wouldn't be possible without you. Thank you for all the countless hours that you put in, and the hard work that you do, without everyone seeing. And I'm really proud to call you one of my best friends. Adam, thank you for coming along with me these last couple of months, and you brought a wealth of knowledge, to me and my team and to everyone around, and I'm really thankful to have, been a part of this with you, and I'm really looking forward to what we can put together for the future. Dennis Sawball has been a big part of, my racing the past few years, and I don't think I would be standing here today without him and his support. He has really become a great friend of mine, and I'm really thankful to represent him. Will Ewing with Infamous Inc. has been a big part of my racing career for the past several years, and he's a great friend of mine, and one that I can really, see myself to be connected with on a very personal level. I'm really thankful for my relationship with Will. Eric Wilcock with Flint Rock Ranch. He has been a good supporter of me and through my whole life and my young racing career until now, and I'm really thankful for him as well. Bob Perry with Two Worlds Equestrian, Tim Berry with Burco Redwood and Trex Decking, Garrett Andrews with Competition Suspension, Greg Gunderson with Gunderson Racing, and all of our great supporters to allow me to be here tonight. I'm really thankful for them. And I want to end by giving thanks to a big part of my life, my girlfriend Alexa. You've been a huge support system for me this year, and kind of the ups and the downs and traveling across the country, and you're a really big part of where I am today. And I'm really grateful for everything that you've done for me. And thank you, guys.
Thank you, Tony. Let me get out of the way for you.
I've been cleaning up after Chase all year, folks. No problem.
Thank you very much. Also wanted to mention that last year I gave out a fake award. It was the Dog of the Year award. Gus, he's the champion, so he's not getting it this year. We're going to give it to Crew, Chase Randall's dog, Dog of the Year, calling it right now. So, sorry, Megan. I'm sorry, Gus is the champion. Come on, Gus got to be a champion. All right, let's keep rolling right along here. Next up is our 11th place points finisher. Another one of the 4 drivers that competed for the Race Routine Foundation Rookie of the Year honors. He has been working towards becoming a professional sprint car driver for his entire career, and that goal was achieved in 2025. He and his team experienced the highs and the lows of a grueling coast-to-coast season. The highs included a 3rd place finish at his home track at Lernerville Speedway during the Silver Cup, and another at Lucas Oil Speedway towards the end of the season. A hard-earned top 10 at the Gold Cup Race of Champions in his first attempt is another shining moment on the year of 2025. Every time you talked to him, you could see just how badly he wanted to be out here and how seriously he was running his own team around the country. With the help, of course, of his Uncle Chad, who, let's be honest, at this point feels like everybody's uncle after this year. This is your 11th place points finisher in 2025.
Pennsylvania, and the Mositis Motorsports Ducati at Pittsburgh, Hollywood Blasting, Cody Mountain Mechanical, Mav Motorsports number 42. Here is Cy Lynch. Cy Lynch in the 42. Good move there from Cy. Here is your 11th place points finisher, Cy Lynch.
So 1 year ago, I got to come here out of a great friendship with the 88 team. They allowed me to be their +1 for the team for filling in for a couple shows. And whenever I was here 1 year ago, I realized that this is exactly where I wanted my team to attempt to be next year. So a huge testament to, well, first of all, thank you to the 88 team for giving me that opportunity to be here to see it, to see what it would be to be a national touring team. And so then through the off season, it took a bunch of work, a bunch of dedication, and the entire team got put together 2 weeks prior to Vegas. And I, first of all, cannot thank Tyler, Kinzer, Chad enough for committing the entire summer, the entire tour, to be out there on the road full-time, night in and night out. We had a super testing year, I think would be the best way to say it, but man, they stuck through night in and night out. They worked super hard, super grateful for them. And I have to say thank you to Doug and April Mositis, Roman Mositis. They've been with me since day one. It's been like the Lightning McQueen story from day one with Rusty's. So no, it's a super cool story to go from, you know, just a small homegrown team all the way to a national touring team. Super proud of what we've done out of the 705 shop with my dad, my grandfather, 3 generations of racing, building race cars out of a 40x60 shop with panels from, I can't even talk about stories that are up on that wall, but no, super grateful. But I have to say, congratulations to the 24 team. Man, you guys are exactly what we attempt to achieve, the professionalism, night in and night out. You guys are just what we all aim to be. So Rico, you did a phenomenal job, even as a driver, as an ambassador for the sport, just a true role model. So proud to have you as the champion, as someone to look up to, and someone to take this sport to the next level. So I just want to say thank you guys, and looking forward to next year.
And Cy, before you go, we have a very special award. Real quick, a word from our friends at Musco Lighting. Welcome to the stage from Musco Lighting, Mr. Vaughn Blythe, excuse me, as he introduces a special award to Cy Lynch.
I've been called worse, so you're okay with that.
Yeah, sorry about that, Vaughn.
Yeah. Well, welcome everybody. This is exciting. This is the second year, obviously, that I've been able to be here. For for me personally, life is about the people you meet and the relationships you make. And last year was a good example. I'm off to a better start. Last year I sat at the wrong table, and I'm glad I did. Sat with the Thorsons last year, and really got to know Tanner and Shaylee and Blakely and Britton and the crew. And but I do want to admit something to Tanner. For all the times I'd come to the races, I was really looking for Blakely, is really what I was doing, looking to hold her. So the highlight of my year probably with you guys was at Gold Cup. I fed supper to Blakely that night, so that was a highlight for me. So anyway, great to know you guys, get to know you guys. For Musco, our goal, like with everything, you saw some of the videos, is to provide a safe environment for for all the drivers. As you know, some of the tracks that you race on could be improved, and that's kind of my goal, is to make sure all the tracks that you race on, we elevate the lighting to all of those, and so it's a safe environment, not only for the drivers, but for the families and the girlfriends and the wives. All while, kind of what you got to see at Silver Dollar, the fun aspect, because this is entertainment. So some of the fun stuff that we can do with the shows and the color and chasing the lights around, that's just a great advantage that we can provide for the entire show and the fans. Also, Kendra and I spoke at Gold Cup, and she had kind of mentioned that High Limit was looking maybe to try to get something going on the injured driver front. Hopefully we won't have any of that again moving forward. But Musco is kind of making a lead donation of that to get everything started, and so you can start that fund. Congrats to Rico, Megan, Zach, Brady, Ricky. Rico, you're one of the most genuine people I've ever been around, and I've met a lot of people, and you're going to be a great champion. And it's just been great to get to know you, so appreciate you. I want to also thank, obviously, High Limit, Brad and Rachel and Savvy. I just love what you guys are building, one day at a time, slow and steady. I think that might have been a word from Brad that you told me this year in Nebraska when we had dinner. Musco, we're 100% behind what you guys are doing. When I think of High Limit, just being at some of the races, these are some of the words that I wrote down: fun, family, professional, competitive, which is great. And one thing about the Silver Dollar deal, when I worked with Brad and Kyle on that, I think the only mistake they made when we did Silver Dollar is they really should have just had Savvy come talk to me, because I don't think I would have been able to charge her. So anyway. And also too, Kendra and I talk maybe once a month. She's going somewhere, I'm going somewhere, and I've gotten to know her very well over the years, and she does a fantastic job with all of this. And again, Kendra, I just can't thank you enough for your friendship. And again, to Cy, Most Improved Award, and congratulations.
Cy Lynch will receive a check for $5,000 as the most improved driver in 2025. First half of the year, an 18.6 average finish. The second half, a 12.9. His average more than double the next closest driver. So $5,000 for Musco Lighting, the most improved driver in 2025, Cy Lynch.
Year 2 on the road with High Limit Racing saw improvements across the board for our next driver. From a 2024 season that saw only 2 top 10 finishes and not a single finish in feature competition higher than 9th in 50-plus races, our next driver ended 2025 with 11 top 10 finishes, 3 top 5s, and a stop on the front stretch as a part of the Night 1 podium at the Tuscarora Weekend in Pennsylvania. No doubt that some of his success can be drawn from leaving his family car to joining one of the longest tenured and most successful sprint car teams competing today. With a veteran crew chief to lean upon, even in the low points of 2025, this next driver showed promise and impressed. I fall back, when I think about our next driver, to interviewing him after flipping in the opening corner of his heat race at Douglas County in Oregon during the West Coast Swing. With distraught and pressure and the looks of someone who probably just wasn't having the best time at that moment, he looked into the camera, he told me, he told the at-track audience, and he told the broadcast audience watching live on Flo, "We'll be okay, we'll be back, we will be in the show for sure." That's exactly what they did, and that is exactly the attitude and confidence it takes to survive and succeed chasing National 410 Wing Sprint Car Racing. Let's take a look back on our 10th place finisher team in owner points in 2025 season.
From Lubbock, Texas, the Horizon Whiskey, Nice Green Land, ShopTruckParts.com, GoPools.com, High Performance Lubricants number 5. Here is Brenham Crouch. Brenham Crouch at number 5.
Still too short to match Chase's or Tony's position on the mic. Before I get in too deep, I just want to start by thanking Chad Clemens and his fiance Anne Marie for really taking a chance on me. You know, I had come off probably the hardest year of racing in my life, and they saw potential and hope. So I really just want to show my gratitude to them as well as Barry Jackson. You know, one of our first conversations happened right here in this town, and you know, it turned into a pretty good deal, I think. So just want to show my gratitude to them first and foremost, and the rest of my crew, Austin Winrick and Eric Coyle, everybody that's been involved with the CJB number 5 team has really just showed perseverance and hard work all year long, and I'm really grateful for that. You know, I want to thank Blake Helton with Horizon Whiskey. Same thing, they've took a huge chance on me, and hoping to just continue to improve. Just looking forward to next year with these guys. I think, you know, we have shown enough improvement throughout the last couple months to want to try it again. And again, just gratuity, I think, is the word of the night for me. I think that looking back, reflecting on the last couple years in this building, that's just, I think that's my biggest attribute when it comes to racing. And, you know, same thing with everybody with FloRacing, Kubota, and everybody with High Limit. Every official, each and every one of them have a role in making our lives, whether it be a driver, a crew guy, a car owner, whatever it might be, a little bit easier throughout the night. So, you know, yeah, just really looking forward to next year and seeing what we can do and how much we can improve with the great group of people behind me. I want to thank my dad and everybody within my family and within my circle, my girlfriend and my mom and just my whole family. Everybody makes life a little bit easier on the road, even though, you know, it could be intense or, you know, whatever. Plenty of emotions go throughout your head through a long, grueling year out here on the road. And, you know, lastly, I just want to thank my peers. They make this whole year really enjoyable. I haven't been with a group this great in quite a while, so to be able to compete on track as fierce as we do and come off track and everybody be able to, you know, kind of just get along, and the amount of stuff I've learned throughout the pit area has been unmatched to any notes or studying I could possibly do. So just, you know, like I said, very grateful for the opportunity and the position that I'm in, and looking forward to continuing to improve.
Nice job, Brenham. 19 years old and sponsored by a whiskey brand. Come on. That is cool. Not sure how he pulled that off. Anyway, moving on to our 9th place finishing team, and to say this season was a roller coaster ride would be an understatement for this team. After making a change halfway through the year, they started out with Spencer Baston. Things did not go the way they were hoping for. They had their hands full. Utilizing 4 different drivers to make it to the end of the year just shows how committed they are to the success of High Limit Racing. There were many highlights, including another Gold Cup Race of Champions triumph, a win at the season opener at Las Vegas, along with wins at Tulare and at Tri-City Speedway as well, with Corey Day behind the wheel. Trey Starks, Justin Sanders, Darren Pittman, they all stepped in to assist and guide this operation to the finish line. Here is the 9th place points finishing team's season.
Clovis, California, Myers Constructors, Four Seas Construction, Driven to Save Lives, Sander Engineering, Tally Oil, number 14, BC. Here is Payday, Corey Day. Corey Day will win the season opening race at Las Vegas. And for the first time since Las Vegas in the season opener, Corey Day is back in victory lane with Kubota High-Level Racing. Happens here tonight at Tri-City Speedway. It is Friday, so that means it's Payday. Corey Day wins at the Thunderbolt. To the stage, the crew chief of the Jason Myers Racing number 14 to accept the award, Shane Bowers.
I'd like to first say thank you to Jason and Preston for allowing us to do this, as well as all of our partners, Myers Constructors, Four Seas Construction, Autry Plumbing, Tally Oil, SenCal Services, S&J Lumber, and Driven to Save Lives. It's been a very challenging year for our team, so I definitely want to thank our team for staying motivated and waking up every day trying to get better. And along those same lines, I want to thank all of our families for allowing us to do this. And congratulations to the entire 24 team. You guys have been amazing all year. And thank you to the entire High Limit staff. It's a lot of fun racing with you guys, and you guys are probably the best series out there by far, and you keep it very professional. Thanks everybody, and have a good night.
You know what's crazy about that is when I go through the pits every night, everybody in here who is with us full-time knows that I like to check in with every team and driver if I can and go, tell me something new, what's going on? And every time I get to the 14, Shane looks at me and says, I don't talk. That's a lie. I just heard you talk a lot. You're really good at it. You're going to be on the show a bunch next year. One more big round of applause for Jason Myers Racing. Crazy year for those guys. That's why they call them noisy. Micro sprints, non-wing sprint cars, midgets, Silver Crown, wing cars. There aren't many things that our next driver hasn't raced this year, except for electric bird scooters. He leaves those for his crew chief. Boom! Despite getting off to a rocky start in 2025, this driver's first ever season on a national wing tour turned around at the halfway point as the speed showed up, first in qualifying, then the race pace followed. Early in the season, this driver would joke with us about not showing a lot of his emotion when things weren't going well. As the season turned around and the success began to appear and the speed just continued to grow, we got to see an itsy bitsy tiny bit more emotion out of our next driver. This driver knew that going into his rookie campaign following a National 410 Wing Sprint Car Series, he would have to be focused and learn to look forward no matter what the previous night held. Unfortunately, at the start of 2025, this next driver got lots and lots and lots of practice at looking forward. Thanks to a win at Lernerville and 3 separate trips to the podium, as well as 7 top 5s and 23 top 10s, they were able to wipe the taste of a bad start to 2025 out of their mouth. Thanks to this next driver's ice-cold demeanor on and off the track, he was able to capture the inaugural Race Rudine Foundation Rookie of the Year award. Let's now take a look back on our Rookie of the Year as well as our next finishers' 2025 season highlights.
Locust Grove, Oklahoma, the Pella, Avanti Windows and Doors, Big Spring Car Wash, Water Treatment by Design, number 13. Here is Dason Pursley. Dason Pursley in the 13. Dason Pursley to the top spot, turn 1, and gets by the lap car in one fell swoop. Look at that. And Dason Pursley Pursley, as a Rookie of the Year contender, is going to get his first national win tonight at Lernerville Speedway.
Jason Pursley.
It's pretty bright up here, but no, just first off, I want to say congrats to everyone at the 24 team. They had a phenomenal year, and you know, it was super cool to just see what a real wing sprint car team looks like, and you know, a driver like Rico as well too. So just yeah, huge congrats to them and everything that they have going on. It was super fun to watch, and hopefully we don't get beat by them as bad next year for sure. But yeah, and then to High Limit and everything that they have done. It's just super cool to be a part of, super cool to see what they have built in just the span of 2 years is something that's you know, very cool. And the two bullies that they have over there, I won't say any names, but they know who they are. And but just super cool to be a part of this. And yeah, the first and foremost, just you know, my team, the 13 team, without you know, Tom Book and Jerry Petty, you know, taking a chance on some young non-wing kid, I don't think I would have been standing up here by any means. So just the transition and everything has been something that's been you know, a rough couple of tumbles, literally, as you were just seeing. But we got everything straightened out and everything, and I feel like I was becoming better as a driver and still have a lot to learn still. So you know, the crew members and everyone, Sean, Tyler, and Gabe, have busted their butt time and time again to give me a car and you know, an opportunity to go out there and continue to grow. And it takes a whole army of people behind it, with you know, Jerry Petty with the Vonnie Windows and Doors, and Big Spring Car Wash and Water Treatment by Designs for just helping us get up and down the road. And just you know, really looking forward to what you know, Russ has in store for this year, and continuing to build on my wing sprint car career.
With that Race Rodine Foundation Rookie of the Year award, $5,000 check from them going to Jason Pursley as being the Rookie of the Year this year. How about a round of applause for that as well? Very cool. All right, now getting into our 7th place points finisher this season. 2025 was meant to be a year of growth for this next team and driver, and this confetti is still getting in the way up here. And that is exactly what they did. Last season, they ended with 5 top 5s and 16 top 10s. This year, they improved to 12 top 5s and 29 top 10s, nearly doubling both of those stat categories. But a win was what this team wanted more than anything, and they did just that, not once but twice, at Lernerville Speedway and at Path Valley as well. The fans love his team's never-give-up attitude and the fact that they are running a car design that leans back into sprint car racing's history. He was the only driver this year to win a High Limit Racing feature from outside of the top 10 starters, winning from 12th at Lernerville. His ability to pass cars is unmatched in this series. 149 overtakes in feature action, the next closest competitor at just 96. With all of those passes, he will also receive a $5,000 check tonight from Rod & Supply as the driver with the most hard charger awards this year. Here is your 7th place points finisher.
From Minden, Nevada, the JSC Motorsports, the Ritual Spent Titanium Factory Cane, Maximum Racing Oils, number 88, this is Tanner Thorson. Tanner Thorson in the car, number 88. Thorson gets a little bit too sideways, pulls up next to Sweet. They're looking for a new race leader in turn number 3. Tanner Thorson around the bottom, might have another turn for a new leader at the line. From 12th to the win. First career Kubota High Limit Racing win goes to Tanner Thorson tonight.
I like to talk a lot, but I don't like being up here. So first off, I want to thank Rod and Nancy Gross. Man, they've taken a big gander on me and allow me to come race and do what I love. And you know, this is year 2 for us. And man, I'm blessed to be able for them to come up to me and want to go race. So can't thank them enough. They wish they were here. They're really bummed that they're not here. And I just can't thank them enough. Like I said, second, thank my wife and my baby girl. Going up and down the road, it's not easy. Everybody here obviously sees it. It's definitely not for the weak, and I just can't thank for all the sacrifices and stuff that she does. And It's hard sometimes living in a motorhome with her, but she makes it easier on the days that are bad. So this season's been really big for us. I feel like, man, we've I feel like fast forwarded our program a lot, and our whole team's just clicking on and off the racetrack, and Britton and TJ have been doing a phenomenal job. It's hard to do this at a young age, and I feel like we're probably the youngest group out here. But I just can't thank them for TJ and Britton for their determination and dedication to my team. I'm pretty hard on them guys, I feel like. So it's I'm definitely difficult at times. So I just can't thank them and my whole team. I'm super proud of where we're at, and we obviously want to be better. 7th isn't the greatest, but it's still not the worst. So I got to thank Jason and Chantel Tessier, JST, The Ritual. They've dedicated a lot of time into our program and a lot of resources, and they've allowed us to kind of compete at the top and get what we need and everything like that. And along with Smith Titanium, Factory Cane Shocks, BR Motorsports, Sea Valley Transportation, Maxima, Maxim Chassis, everybody that's involved with our program has been phenomenal, and honestly, it's allowed us to kind of get to where we're at. Stevie Smith, a lot of you guys obviously know him. Smith Titanium, my father-in-law, however you guys want to, picture him. He's been the turning point in our whole team. Like, stand down. He watches every single race, whether he's on his couch, on his scooter, running the dogs, whatever. He's been, I feel like he's our main leader. He's been the guy that's answered every phone call, calls me when I'm rolling out for qualifying, and he's turned our whole program around. So I can't thank him enough for everything he's done and whatnot. Ryder Racing Engines, Kubota Motors, or Racing Engines, I can't thank them enough for what they've done. They've also flipped our program around from the start of the season, and we've been very fortunate enough to get quite a bit of riders in a short amount of time. And Mario and Rob have been obviously really good to work with. It shows with Brad's team as well. So last, congratulations, Rico and David. You guys are unreal, man. Like, running go-karts with you guys and just everything that I've been able to do with you guys. David, you're a second dad to me. You guys are unreal. I don't want to get emotional, but you guys are definitely the top team. It's pretty simple. It's what I want my team to be, and we're working there. So congratulations to you guys on your guys' deal. And again, thank you, everybody. My whole crew, Brandon and TJ, like I said, has been unreal, and High Limits for everything you guys do. I feel like you guys are looking out for our racing, for all the racers. So thank you guys, and thank my family and my friends, everybody that supported me, and I'm looking forward to 2026.
Yeah, so I came up here for moral support for Tanner because we all know he struggles at public speaking. But he actually did pretty fucking good. Excuse my language. No, first off, I want to thank everyone who makes this possible. Crew, families, sponsors, support us every single week. None of this happens without all of y'all, seriously. I want to give a special thanks to Rod and Nancy Gross. I know they're watching online probably, but I know they wanted to be here. Their support and trust to us, it means the world. It allows us to keep chasing our dream. Tanner and I, dude, we've been at this since 2019. We had a shop in Brownsburg, Indiana. It was me, Tanner, Kevin Thomas Jr. That's back when I had my own race team. A lot of late nights, Tanner and I, formed a bond. It'd be 2 in the morning. We'd be out working on our cars, and yeah, like literally crackhead hours. Just grinding it out, and we became friends. And man, dude, a lot of late nights, lessons, more than we can count. And just to look what we built now, 2 full years on the road. It's something I'm really proud of. More than just a friend, a true brotherhood that'll extend, far past racing. With his wife, Shaylee, his beautiful daughter, Blakely. They're a family to me, seriously. This year we picked up 2 wins, 7th and 100 points. It wasn't easy. Late nights, broken parts. A lot of moments that tested us. You know, I got on, like Tanner says, he's hard on me, I'm hard on TJ, we're hard on ourselves, because we just want to improve. You know, this industry is so cutthroat and it's so performance-based. You know, we came a long way. Next year, we're coming back even hungrier, and I'm proud of how far we've come, and I'm grateful for everyone who's part of the ride, and we'll see you all in Vegas.
Now, before you guys head off, we're going to have Kenny Bowers come up from Rod and Supply to present the $5,000 check to Tanner Thorson as the Hard Charger Award winner in 2025. Kenny's also got a few words he'd like to say.
All right, so I wrote a few things down because I'm not real great at this. So first and foremost, as a company, we would like to thank or congratulate Rico and his team on a well-deserved championship. I would also like to thank Brad, Kyle, Kendra, and the entire High Limit staff. You guys do an amazing job, put out a great product every night, and as a company, that's something we strive to do as well. So it aligns very well for us. We're excited to come back next year, bigger and better, hopefully with a check twice as big. Our biggest thing is giving back to the racers, and the best way we can do that is to put money back in your pockets. Tanner and team, obviously, great season, you know, for a team to step outside the box and do it with something that's not cookie cutter. Much love on that, man. So very good. So with that being said, that's all I got. Congratulations, guys. Congratulations to all the teams. I know how tough it is to make it through a full season. So congrats, guys.
I just want to thank, obviously, Rod and Supply. We've gotten way too many of these. I'm going to be honest, way too many. But, you know, businesses like Rod and Supply are what keep us going up and down the road, especially a small team like us. So, you know, we've passed a lot of damn cars this year, and it shows, you know, that how good our team is. So I'm just really proud of that, and thank you guys for, you know, doing what you guys do. I appreciate it.
Tanner, great job. Make sure to maybe use that $5,000 to get Brenton Marvel a collared shirt for this banquet next year.
You roasted him, Chase. Good one. I'm going to roast him. I love it. This banquet is so much fun, mostly because twice now we've seen people that all year in the pits, race day, race night, doesn't matter. I don't talk. I don't talk. Well, they get up here in front of this microphone, and guess what? They start talking pretty good, don't they? One more round of applause. What's that? Coors Light. Oh, he says that speech was fueled by Coors Light. So thanks to Tanner for his honesty, and thanks to the beer from the best state, Colorado, for fueling that speech. So we're going to keep moving here. Bass fishing, crushing Miller Lights, and racing the coolest cars in the world. Our next driver is literally living my dream. And so it's easy, for those reasons, to see why he's almost always got a smile on his face. In 2025, our next driver joined forces with one of the premier sprint car racing organizations in the world. That organization is headed up by an excellent businessman who is also a generous philanthropist, an advocate, and a racer to his core. Our next team has been a staple of high-limit racing since the series began several years ago. Once these two were paired together, the lip-ripping, beer-drinking gasser and the All-Star Championship winning team went to work. This native Hoosier had his most successful month of 2025 when every Indiana native dreams of being fast, the month of May. 2 wins highlighted a month where in 10 races, this next team finished in the top 10 7 times and on the podium 5. The victory at Ransomville capped off a truly impressive run of 5 straight top 10 finishes, including 4 straight trips to the podium. A 30-lap domination of Butler Motor Speedway served as retribution for the race the driver lost at the Michigan track 1 year earlier. Ladies and gentlemen, let's now take a look back on our 6th place finishing driver and team's 2025 season.
Justin Peck, the driver out of Monrovia, Indiana, driving the Skagit Speedway Race Routine Foundation Ford Performance Hague Ridley number 26. Peck sees an opening, goes to the inside. They nearly get together. Justin Peck takes the lead off of turn 4. Justin Peck to the top spot.
Justin Peck's going to carry the Rudine name to victory lane for the second time. Ladies and gentlemen, would you please welcome to the stage Justin Peck.
Well, first I want to thank Tony for reminding me about Kokomo. I'd, for the most part, put it out of my mind. Oh, hey, Miller Lite. First off, cheers to the high limit season. You know, honestly, it's been a lot of fun this season. I really can't thank Tyler and Brandon A-Rod enough for putting up with me. I know it's not easy, and to do it for 50-plus races like those guys did, you know, it says a lot about their character. They don't stop working. You know, those guys are day in and day out just busting their ass. So thanks to those guys. Thanks to Kevin and Monica for putting me in a situation to be successful. And, you know, I know as the whole year goes, we don't feel like we've been as successful as we could be, but we have a very common understanding of how to accomplish the goals that we want to accomplish, and we have a good direction of where we're going to be able to accomplish those things. So thanks to them, thanks to Ford Performance, thanks to our COO, Tony, thanks to my girlfriend, Alex, for being the best T-shirt girl on T-Shirt Alley. And I'm excited for next year. Hopefully we come back stronger and can win more races and contend for a championship.
See, some of you might be wondering why I'm standing over here, and that's because he told me, I'm only going to talk for 15 seconds. Let's banter a little bit. But once again, alcohol fueled the conversation, and Justin Peck spoke all the way to his limit. One more time, round of applause for Rudine Racing and Justin Peck.
What'd you say, Tony?
What's that?
What'd you say?
Oh, this is the banter part. I was going to say that I never once mentioned Kokomo in my script. I talked about you winning at Butler as payback for giving it up in 24.
Oh, 24. Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you said the week before.
No.
Oh. The cowboy hat blocked it. I couldn't hear it all the way from over there.
I understand.
Yeah. You look good, by the way.
Wow, this is going really well for me right now. This is crazy. Don't applaud me. Applaud Justin Peck one more time. Oh, yeah. I keep going. All right. So we've reached the top 5 in our championship awards, but we'll pause now for a moment that last year made me pretty rich. The Kubota Spirit Award. $5,000 went in my pocket, and I lied to each and every one of you about what I was going to do with it. I ended up gambling that stuff. No, that's not true. That's not true. I spent it on liquor. In all seriousness, the Spirit Award is a huge deal to me, and I hope it's a huge deal to all of you in this room, because one, you're all eligible to win it, but two, it's an award that it means that the people in this room, the people that run this series, the people that are out on this road think very, very highly of you. So when I won that award last year, it was a big deal, and I'm excited to see who wins it here in 2025. I asked, they said you can't win it 2 years in a row. I think that's politics. And I really would use it on a hair transplant if I got it again this year. So, but they learned and they let me wear a cowboy hat, so it's all aces. We are going to, do we have our Kubota tractor representative here to speak? Yes, we do. So, oh, no, we don't. Okay, apparently we are going to introduce from High Limit Racing to talk. Okay, all right, so I was right all along. We are going to introduce our friend from Kubota Tractors. I had some stuff written down here about the Spirit Award, but I just freeballed that. How cool am I? For a few words on behalf of Kubota Tractor Corporation, a group that makes racing in 2025 possible for High Limit. How about a big round of applause for Kubota, everybody? Please welcome up from the Kubota Tractor Corporation, Michael Shabarek. Hope I said that right.
Thank you. Believe it or not, that's not the worst introduction I've ever received. The Kubota Genuine Parts Spirit Award exists to recognize a particular individual who has exceeded all expectations when it comes down to the execution of representing not only the Kubota or High Limit brands, but what it means to represent American motorsports as a whole. You see, for the uninitiated, racing 51 nights a year is no small feat. There's blown trailer tires, blown head gaskets, faulty RV freezers. That's a little bit of a personal story for me. And not to mention the loved ones we leave at home who, thanks to modern technology, support us through phone calls and FaceTime. In order to win this award, someone has to think beyond themselves on a daily basis. Their motivation is well beyond a paycheck or the pay window. They make a clear choice every morning when their feet hit the hotel or RV floor to make an effort beyond what is just expected of them. Just like Kubota Genuine Parts, they don't ask for the spotlight, just an opportunity to make a positive difference. They may not ever get to stand on the wing while the confetti flies in victory lane, but they play a vital role in High Limit and its many partners' values while putting the fans first. That's why on behalf of Kubota, I'm proud to announce the Kubota Genuine Parts Spirit Award. It's not going to be just going to one person, but to two for 2025. But before that, I'd like to bring up a much more important person to the stage, Mr. JP.
Thank you, Michael. This award is very special, and I look around this room, and there's so many people that deserve this award. But I think you could all agree with me that this couple embodies everything about High Limit, its family. They just always have a smile on their face. You could ask them to do anything, and they're going to do it. So it is an honor to give this year's Kubota Spirit Award to Eric and Lisa Sanders.
I think most of us in this room, JP, know Eric and Lisa. If you don't, they head up the merchandise alley that makes these drivers and teams their money when things are going well or things are going poorly on track. Lisa headed up Brad's t-shirt trailer most of the year. He doesn't move much merch, so she ended up kind of getting moved into the High Limit trailer. Oh, Brad, sorry about that. And Eric coordinates everything on Merchandise Alley. One more time, how about it, folks, for Eric and Lisa Sanders.
Thank you, guys. Yes. Thank you so much. Eric and I came from fenders and doors, and now we are very much in love with open wheels and wings. And it is everybody in this room that has embraced us and loved us, and over these past 2 years, we can't imagine being anywhere else than we are here. So, thank you.
Thank you very much. Yes. Thank you.
Congrats, Eric and Lisa. I still think Eric hates me. He had me run the cash register one night at the trailer, and I didn't pass second grade, so it didn't go well. I gave a lot of fake change out to a lot of people. It was a bad deal. Sorry, Eric. But congrats, $5,000. Make up for it. Let's get into the top 5 now of the points finishers. Oregon, Kansas, Texas, Missouri, and Pennsylvania. All states where our next driver was able to grab a feature win. After 2024, this team wanted just a little bit more, and they were able to accomplish just that. More consistency and improving in areas that they've struggled at in the past. To go along with 5 victories, they grabbed 15 top 5s and 35 top 10s, and into the season, 215 points out of the championship. That might not sound good, but as opposed to 488 last season, that's a pretty good improvement if you ask me. The upward trajectory cannot be denied, and I'm sure that they are already excited for next year with those numbers in mind. He may have also debuted one of the best paint schemes of 2025 midway through the season, and as much as I've tried to convince him, he will not show up tonight with a bright yellow tuxedo on. This is your 5th place points finisher.
From Myerstown, Pennsylvania, here is the M&M Painting and Construction, the Girl Crimin Auctions, Baps Paint, Livewire Custom, number 19. The pilot is Brent Marks. Brent Marks in the 19. Brent Marks through 3 off before it's back-to-back wins here at Texas Motor Speedway's dirt track. Marks gets it done.
Ooh, they are close here. Now here comes a run by Brent Marks.
Brent Marks, huge head of steam down the backstretch. Where does he go with it? Going to try and follow Luis to the bottom. Going to throw a slider out of into turn 3. New race leader off of turn number 4. Brent Marks takes the top spot. He'll hit the cushion one final time off of turn number 4. Night 2, the Bob Weicker goes to Brent Marks. Brent Marks, it's been 16 races since his last high limit win. He'll do it tonight, Roseburg, Oregon. Marks wins the showdown on the river.
Up to the stage, 5th place points finisher, Brent Marks.
Thank you. Thank you all to each and every one of you for another great season. What an amazing celebration we were able to have here in Fort Worth. Just hats off to High Limit, Kendra, for putting this on for us. I really enjoy this entire group, and I am thankful to have this experience in my life. Rico, Ricky, Zach, and Brady, congratulations on an amazing year. It's inspiring to see what you all have accomplished. Thank you, FloRacing, Kubota, Brad, Kyle, and the entire High Limit team for creating a unifying experience and giving opportunities to grow our teams, our brands, and our partnerships. Partnerships are incredibly important. I am very grateful to be surrounded by people who are supportive and believe in our vision. They elevate this team to its full potential. I want to take a moment to thank every one of our partners. Alan Murray and the entire Murray family has been the backbone to growing Murray Marks Motorsports since 2016. It's crazy to me to think we are heading into year 10 with M&M Painting and Construction and Murray Family Investments. McGrew Equipment Company, McGrewBid.com. Baps Auto Paint and Supplies. Livewire Customs, who also customized, built, and installed our awesome helmet wall out in the other room and these ginormous dice behind me. Thank you. Fredericksburg Eagle Hotel, OffroadMotorsports1.com, Cryptic Side-by-Side, HP Engines, RPM Chassis, Titan Wings, K1 Race Gear, Bell Helmets, 8740 Suspension, XYZ Machining, Smith Titanium, Willwood Engineering, Winners Racing Products, TJ Forged Wheels, Schoenfeld Headers, Brown & Miller, Ultra Shield, Saldana Racing Products, and Fastener Specialties. Thank you to each and every one of you for continuing to support our team. High Limit is extremely competitive, and it takes great people to be successful. I'm surrounded by a great team who works hard every single day to give me the opportunity to compete at such a high level. Thank you to Heath, Jared, Robert, and Tom for your dedication. I'm really proud of you all. We fought tooth and nail through this whole entire season and got us 5 wins. And you know, at one point during the season, we were actually competing for the championship lead. So that was really special. Thank you to my entire family for always being so supportive in any way you possibly can. I always lean on my dad for advice, and even though they can be small moments, those are some of the most important to me. And most importantly, I want to thank my wife, Bailey. Living this life, always on the road, it's not easy, especially with children. We put a lot of miles behind that windshield, and home for me is when I am with her. It doesn't matter what time zone we're in. I am so proud of her and how much she has grown since taking on this adventure with me. Managing a team, sponsorships, and the financial well-being of the business, plus driving, is difficult for anyone in this room. It's a difficult task. She helps guide me in ways that stay true to myself. And you usually can catch her the first half of every night in a t-shirt trailer. She's easy to find. Just follow the noise of a screaming baby. I love you, Jocelyn, but damn, give your mom a break. So thank you all.
He's been helping us out up here on the stage all night long, and we haven't even said one nice thing about him or his name. Ladies and gentlemen, if you race with High Limit, and especially if you wear a receiver, you know you might love this guy, you might hate him, but how about a big round of applause for our series director, Mike Hess. Oh, you're not speaking yet, I'm just talking about you.
Okay.
Yeah. Unless you want to say something.
No, we're good.
Okay. I wish it was that easy every night, but he'll be back a little bit later on. He'll be back. He'll be back. No, he'll be back, I said. Want to quickly pause and just knock these out before it gets too late. There's a lot of people in this room I talked about earlier that you may or may not know. I'd like to just ask for a little bit of acknowledgement for each and every one of them. They make a big impact on our sport. You've already met Eric and Lisa Sanders. How about one more big round of applause for them? From MedStar and Racers for Christ, how about it for Charlie and Lori Cutter? And he takes the images that describe the 2025 as well as last year's 2024 season. He's at every event. You might not know it, but you know his work. How about a big round of applause for our series photographer, Chad Warner? We'll talk about these knuckleheads on this table over here a little bit later on, all right? A weird, awesome, amazing season. That is how the full-time driver of our fourth place finishing team described the 2025 High Limit Racing season on this past Friday night's FloRacing broadcast at TMS. For him and his team, weird, awesome, and amazing are good words to describe the 2025 season. In this driver's abbreviated 2025 with High Limit, he finished in the top 10, 22 of the 26 races he was able to compete in, and earned one win for his team at the Lucas Oil Speedway back in June. That's the awesome and amazing. The weird came after the scary. A terrifying crash in the opening corner of the Joker's Jackpot at Eldora did two things. First, it educated a world of brand new sprint car fans who were taking the sport in for the first time thanks to being broadcast live on network television on FS1, and it informed those new fans that this sport is very dangerous. Secondly, it, and the next two nights at Eldora that summer, flipped the 2025 Kubota High Limit Championship fight upside down. At the time of his season-ending crash, our next driver and his team were second in owner points, just 12 markers back. That's when the weird began for our next driver. Watching races at home live on FloRacing before transitioning to calling them in the booth alongside Chase Rodman, which, let's be honest, that's probably a pretty weird experience. Those races that he was supposed to be competing in. But thankfully, after linking up with a high-profile free agent who had become available the night before the Joker's Jackpot, our next team was able to avoid catastrophe, and they finished 2025 with a total of 13 podium finishes and a top 5 points-paying finish at the end of the year. Let's now take a look back on our fourth place finishing team's 2025 season.
From Indianapolis, Indiana, here's the Moss Energy Drink, Spire Motorsports, LA's Custom Trailers and Cars, Brand Professional Agriculture, Gamebridge, number 7 BC. This is Sunshine at Tyler Courtney. Here comes Sunshine through the middle. He takes the lead down the back straightaway. Tyler Courtney down to the race lead. To the wave of the checkered flag. First High Limit Racing win of the year. Tyler Courtney gets it done. From Fresno, California, the NOS Energy Drink, Spire Motorsports, LA's Custom Trailers and Cars, Brand Professional Agriculture, Gamebridge. Number 7 BC, here's Hot Sauce, Giovanni Selzy. Here comes Gio Selzy, pokes his car down the bottom. He's side by side with Aaron Wright, off of turn number 2 and down the backstretch. Giovanni Selzy, that car just launches on these restarts and pulls away from Sweet quickly. Sunshine's back in victory lane.
Marshall Racing, please welcome Giovanni Selzy and Tyler Courtney.
Thank you, guys. First off, thank you, NOS. Thank you, Tim Clausen. Thank you, Richard and Jennifer Marshall. I can honestly say I never thought I would be at a High Limit banquet, but here I am. not the year I expected for myself, obviously with the change in July and kind of everything snowballing with Tyler getting hurt, Aaron getting hurt, you know, Brad crashing on Saturday. And I mean, the best way I can describe this year and kind of how it went was it's like a first day of school, you know, going to Knoxville in a new car with a new team with Frank the Tank is the crew chief and Bob and Ron is crew guys that I can't thank them guys enough for welcoming me into their organization. And, you know, I've never been with an organization where whether you run good or whether you suck, I think analyzing why you're good or why you're bad goes to a whole new level. And, you know, them guys asking, what do you need to be better and what do you need to win races and run up front was very cool for me. And along with that, congrats to Rico, congrats to Ricky, Brady, Zach, and Megan. And, you know, you guys did an incredible job this year. I know Ricky's won like 200 championships with Donnie and everyone else, but I know this one means a lot to all you guys. So thank you to my girlfriend, thank you to my family, and kind of along those lines, like I said, this year was not what I expected it to be, and the people still in my corner that really matter are still there now. So thank you guys.
Yeah, so obviously this year did not go the way I planned it, and I got about 10 screws, a couple plates, and a new pair of eyeglasses that can prove that. So it was a very disappointing year, but also a growing year as well. I got to obviously sit back and watch and kind of relearn why I love the sport and why we do what we do. And it's been a thanks to my fiance Asia, who's seen me on my worst days and stuck with me through it all, and my whole team: Jake, Ron, Bobby, Richard, Jennifer, Tim, and Di, Lauren Albano with NOS Energy Drink. Just everyone that stuck behind me through a very difficult season. I couldn't do it without any of them. So thank you to them, and thank you to everyone here at High Limit. That includes everyone with the series, all you drivers and teams. It still felt like home when I come back, and I appreciate that. And I could not picture being anywhere else than with the High Limit Racing Series. And it's been an honor to be in the booth with Chase and Tony and kind of see that side of the sport and get to give Mike and Anthony crap in the booth. And it's just it's kind of opened my eyes to see that side of our sport as well. And then obviously congratulations to Rico and his whole team. I was just sitting at my table thinking I'd be somewhere in Indiana, and Rico and Kyle would come rolling up, and Uncle Jimmy's Crown Vic, and you never know what was going to happen. And just to see where Rico's grown, even over the last year, into a championship caliber driver, and it's been an honor to watch that. And I think last year I said we wanted to change the script to knock Brad off the top step, and unfortunately I wasn't the one that able to do that, but if there's anyone more deserving, it's definitely Rico and his whole team. So congrats to you guys, and thank you to everyone through my whole process here, and I cannot wait to be back in a race car in 2026, and hopefully I'm up here for a different speech next year.
August 15th, that was the day that I texted Giovanni Selzi for his high roller playlist. He still hasn't responded. Gio? Just got the text? Okay, thanks. We'll hear from you soon. All right. Next up, it's the defending series champion. 1 year ago today, he stood on this stage celebrating his 6th consecutive National Sprint Car Championship, further solidifying his first ballot Hall of Fame status. 2025, however, brought some huge changes. A new crew chief was brought in to try and replicate the success of years past, but halfway through, things went sideways. And his team owner unselfishly halted his own racing season to step in as the head wrench turner. Even with all of these changes, this team and driver were still not eliminated from the championship until the very last lap of last night's race. A truly incredible feat that I'm not sure many other drivers would be able to overcome. In addition to the third place points finish, he will receive a $2,500 check from FK Roddens for winning the most dashes this year, along with a $200 certificate from Comp Cams to his engine builder, Kubota Engines. Here is your third place points finisher.
To the Grass Valley, California, the Napa Auto Parts, Primos Collection, Durst Incorporated Factory, Kane, Empire Netting, and fence number 49. Here is Brad Sweets. Sweet might have him off the corner. Off of turn number 4. New leader, it's Brad Sweet. Brad Sweet takes the top spot away. Here they come off the corner. Drag race to line, but Brad Sweet's going to get the win. Sweet off the bottom. They go side by side for the race lead. Tim still maintains the top spot as Sammy Swindell and JJ Hickler side by side. Sweet will go like 3 cars in one corner right there. What a move from Brad Sweet.
That's a determined Brad move right there. That was smart racing, and he just shows his knowledge as a racetrack here, knowing he can go to the bottom like that.
It has been 3 months to the day, but he is now back in Highland Racing Victory Lane tonight at Lakeside Speedway. How about it for Brad Sweet?
Finisher in 2025, Brad Sweet.
All right, let's see here. Let's get this mic right for me. What are you laughing at? All right, first off, I want to congratulate Rico, his team, Ricky, Zach, Brady, David, the whole family, Megan, Gus. You know, it's been a pleasure to compete with you guys this year, and I'm genuinely happy for you guys. I'm proud of you guys for what you were able to accomplish this season. You guys are the definition of teamwork wins championships. So congratulations. I know you'll make High Limit proud and representing us as a champion next year. As many of you know, I know this is going to be harder than I thought, but many of you in this room know this was my final full-time season. I'll get it together. I got a speech. I'm gonna get through it, but I don't know why I'm so emotional, but I want to say thank you to the fans. They're the heartbeat of this sport. Every time I rolled into a track and you see the... I'm sorry, I don't know if I'll be able to get through the whole thing, but the fans, they remind us so much of why we do this. You know, fighting through the weather and everything. It reminds me of, you know, every night at the end of the night, good, bad, or ugly, the kids coming up. It's why we do it. My wife, you're my rock. You've seen the highs, the lows, the long nights, the heartbreak, the championships, the celebrations. You gave me balance. Couldn't accomplish this without you at all, so thank you so much. Savvy, right here, so much perspective. She's the best. She makes everything better. She gives me so much perspective on life, and really excited for the extra time I'll get to spend with you. Casey, come on over, bud. Casey took a chance on a kid that, you know, was unproven at the time, and I just can't thank him for believing in me, giving me the chance to drive for Casey Kane Racing, pushing me to be better, and being more than a car owner, being a true friend. You helped me chase my dreams that seemed too big at one time. I will cherish our accomplishments, the memories, and our friendship forever. It's been a good ride. My mom and dad, thank you for always supporting me, giving me the opportunities when I was younger to chase all these crazy dreams. Napa Auto Parts, Mike Curb, my team, my crew guys. Over the years, Tate, Andrew, Jared, you all made me look better than I really am. Every late night in the shop, every sponsor commitment, every handshake, every autograph session, every win, every loss. You were right there making it possible through the good nights and the bad nights. The High Limit staff. Having an idea or a vision is one thing, but creating a team to make it a reality is another. I can't thank each and every one of you for believing in this High Limit vision and coming together as a team to truly make a meaningful impact on this sport that we all love so much. This is the best and most passionate team in the business, hands down. And a special shout out to Kendra for this awesome banquet. She's put so much effort into it. Thank you to the team owners, the drivers, the crew members, our sponsors, FloRacing, MedStar, Lori, the chaplains, Eric and Lisa, the promoters, the angel donor, Fangate, all the wives, girlfriends, and families. I can't thank each and every one of you enough for believing in High Limit. I know the grind and sacrifice it takes to compete, and we at High Limit value our partnership very much. And none of this is possible without each and every one of you. Racing has been my whole life. Walking away from driving full time, it's not easy. But I know this, I gave it everything I had, every lap, every season, every championship. This isn't goodbye to racing, it's just the end of a chapter behind the wheel full time. I will still be around supporting this sport we all love and giving back as much as I possibly can to the next generation. Thank you from the bottom of my heart.
I want to thank Brad for everything he's been part of at KKR. We hired him at the end of 2007, and yeah, 17, 18 years later, the wins, the championships, the effort he's put into with each team that he's had throughout every single year, is from an owner's standpoint, I've loved every bit of it and just been really proud of what he's done, what they've done together, and so much of that is Brad and what he brings to the table. His competitiveness is 100%. Every time he's on the tracks, just 100% commitment to getting everything he can out of the race car. And this is a kind of a wild night right here. So just really want to thank him for that. And also, the last 2 months working with Brad, and I've never watched him so much as a driver and what he does on the racetrack. But like seriously, because I kind of know, because I've driven a good bit the last couple of years, but I understand what the car is trying to do and things like that, and then how he manipulates it and what he does with it. And it's just, to me, it's unbelievable what he has going on. He's still 100% the best driver in sprint car racing, and I just have really enjoyed working with him, with Tate, Andrew, Jarrett, and what we've done the last couple months, and just trying to get through the end of the year. He's done really done a great job. So it's been a complete privilege over the years. I loved watching what he was doing in 07, 06, 05, like how he was just racing for anybody and everybody and getting out there and doing everything he could to race any car and win races, run up front, do anything that he could do. And we hired him because of that. And from that point on, he just, he made us really proud. So really cool. I just want to thank Brad Sweet a ton for everything he's done over the years for sprint car racing and high limits and what we're doing moving forward. It has a lot to do with him, and very proud to be part of all of it. Thank you.
Brad and Casey, before you guys head off the stage, the folks at FloRacing have a very special video we'd like to share.
Literally, if you ask every teacher from 3rd grade on, what are you going to be when you grow up? Race car driver.
Out of Ross Valley, California. Alpama Parts, Primos Collection, Durst Incorporated Factory, Kane, Empire Netting and Fence number 49.
The Big Cat, Brad Sweet.
All you can do is just work as hard as you possibly can, and that's kind of my mantra at this point. That's just who I've become, and I'm just excited for where that's going to take me in life.
Sweet on the bottom out of turn 4. Shots with one final round that comes up a half a car short as the Big Cat wins the Knoxville Nationals.
Sweet gets on by Kane. Here they come off the corner. Drag race to line, but Brad Sweet's going to get the win.
The Big Cat will cash the big check and win $175,000 in the King's Royal.
Those pressure-packed situations, like, that defines who you are. Are you the clutch guy, or are you the guy that crumbles when it comes down to those moments?
Ladies and gentlemen, one more time, your 3rd place finisher and owner points, Casey Kane Racing with Mike Curb and Brad Sweet. This is really low. I'm going to talk about Brad in a moment, but I'm going to talk about him when he's back at his table and he can hear me. So, we move on now to our runner-up in the 2025 Owners Championship. I joked earlier, maybe it was at Port Royal, I can't remember exactly, but I characterized this next team's season, 2025, as blood, sweat, and thanks to Bartman, a few beers. Yeah, you're laughing because you know it's more than a few. I've changed that now to blood, sweat, and a few victory beers. That is 2025 in a nutshell for the 2nd place finishing team in our owner's standings. But once you begin to crack that shell open a little bit wider and deeper, you realize that 2025 was far from that simple. A rock through their leader's helmet on night 1 of the season back in Las Vegas could have sent our next team's season down a very wrong path. But the only thing that we found out that night and that week that was more intense than the shock and pain of that freak injury was their driver's willpower and desire to be on track for the team just a few days later, meaning he would not miss a single race following the injury. Through black and bloodshot eyes, our next driver was the first to see the checkered flag only 3 races later. As Brian Walker perfectly described the performance in the headline for the post-race article following the race at the Paris Auto Speedway, it was a stitches to riches kind of week. The team went on to win 3 more full field features in 2025 before once again a gruesome and frightening injury brought the team's title hopes to the edge of disaster. After a crash at the Eldora Speedway sidelined our next driver for the entire month of August and then some, substitute driver Justin Sanders pinch hit for the Iowa-based team, keeping them right on top of the Owners' Championship fight. Collectively, between 2 drivers, our 2nd place finishing team in the owner's standings had 7 wins, including an emotional victory at Eldora on the return trip back to the Speedway that nearly ended their lead driver's 2025 season. I firmly believe that High Limit Racing has benefited and will continue to benefit greatly from the demonstration of mental toughness and desire to be a part of this series and sport that was showcased from the start to the end of 2025 by our 2nd place finishing team. This team is also set to pick up $300 from Comp Cams for Ryder Engines, their engine provider. Please join me now as we look back on a hectic, chaotic, but successful 2025 season for our 2nd place in owner standings team.
Fleet Texas, the Fulkins Brothers Trucking Power Plus STC American Table Bargain Bar number 87. This is Aaron Reitzel. Aaron Reitzel in the 87. Aaron Reitzel to the inside, looking for the race lead. He's got it in turn 2. Aaron Reitzel to the top spot. The Ridge and Sun Racing number 87 is going to take down the biggest payout in Pennsylvania sprint car history. $100,000 goes to Aaron Reitzel with the Bob Weicker Memorial.
I can't hear you. I got too much money in my ear.
One more time around Eldora Speedway, and Aaron Reitzel, he needed to win this one to catch up in the point standings. And on the final restart with 2 laps to go, he's going to come back to Eldora and go to victory lane. And the first time in his career, it finally happens. He wins a National Touring Sprint Car race. Justin Sanders gets it done tonight at Placerville. Winning night number 2 of the Gold Cup, Justin Sanders gets it done. Aaron Reitzel got hurt at race 1. 2 races later, he was in victory lane. He broke his foot. Guess what? It's race number 2 back behind the wheel. He's going to repeat history at Port Royal Speedway. Reitzel gets the job done the night before the 50.
Sprint car competition, Ridge and Sons Racing and Aaron Reitzel.
Nothing like already being emotional. I have to go after Brad's speech. Jesus. What a year. I mean, just never, did not have that on my bingo card. I guess that's why I suck at gambling, but Rico, hell of a year, bud. It was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun racing with everyone this year. Thank you to High Limit. Thank you, honestly, Brad, Kyle. You know, I think a lot of people know that I was trying to be done being a full-time racer, and this definitely brought me back, and I've enjoyed every minute of this. Well, not every minute of this year, but I really enjoyed this year, and it's got me back, like, loving the sport and loving what I do and loving what I grew up loving, and just like I said, it was a tough year. Definitely opened my eyes to a lot of stuff. To thank my wife, there's still a lot goes on when you get hurt. It's a lot. It's something I've never experienced. Definitely an eye opener. Thank you to Lisa. Lisa did a lot for me. She's the CEO of her hospital, and she definitely took care of me and got me, all my appointments in and out, and sped up the process. So I could not be more proud of this team. No one ever gave up. Bart, Dimmer, Brogan, Dean, thank you guys for everything. When I wasn't there, y'all still carried the team. We wouldn't be here without you guys. So thank you. John, Lynn. I wouldn't be at this point in my career if it wasn't for you guys. Y'all took a chance on a 360 guy, and what a hell of a ride it's been. Looking for many more. Rasmussens, thank you guys for everything. My parents. Just like I said, thank you to everyone. It was a hell of a year, and I'm truly looking forward to many more now.
Well, I want to thank Aaron and all of our sponsors, John and Rasmussen's and Power Plus. They come on board with us this year, and that was a really big push for us to help us chase championship. And we had a lot of adversity, with Aaron getting hit in the face with a rock, to breaking his foot, to the debacle at Lernerville. We persevered through all that, and a lot of good people around us, and it takes a big family effort, and High Limit's like a big family. Fulkins are a family, Rasmussen's are a family, and Power Plus is a big family too. And families are real important. And so I wanted my wife, who is part of this team, to give a different perspective of what it is for a family team.
It is a true honor to be here this evening at the High Limit Sprint Car Series Banquet, celebrating a season filled with grit, passion, and unforgettable moments. I want to begin by recognizing someone who's really been more than just a driver to us, and that's Aaron. We often call him our other son, and it's because of the heart, the grit, and the relentless determination he brings to everything that he does. He is one of the most talented race car drivers out there. Over the course of this season, he has overcome not one, but 2 major injuries. Lesser men might have stepped back, but not Aaron. He brought forth and fought through his pain. He stayed focused, and tonight he earns this moment. His resilience is a testament to the kind of person he is, and we couldn't be more proud. 4 years ago, God, and a few beers between Aaron and Brian, set this wheel in motion. That night sparked something special, and what followed was the beginning of a journey that brought incredible people into our lives. To our RSR team, Anthony, Brogan, Bartman, and Dean, you're more than crew members to us. You are our family. You've become our sons in every way that matters. Your work ethic, your loyalty, and your passion are the foundation of everything we have built together. We also want to thank your families. Shelby, we know the sacrifices that you make, the long hours, the time spent away, and the emotional investments. Thank you for sharing these incredible individuals with us and for being the quiet strength behind their successes. The entire team would like to thank Justin Sanders for stepping in and driving for us until Aaron could get back behind the wheel. He is a very talented driver, and we're very grateful to him and wish him great success. To our sponsors, Power Plus, Falcon Brothers, Rasmussen's, everyone that helps us along the way, Don Long, and our equipment partners, thank you for your unwavering support, your belief in our team, and your commitment to the sport makes all of this possible. To High Limits and every member of the safety crews, thank you for your dedication and professionalism. You are the unsung heroes who keep drivers safe and the events running smoothly. And a huge thank you to High Limits for developing such an amazing sprint car program. The energy, competition, and the opportunities you've created have elevated the sports in incredible ways. To all of the RSR fans and the families back home, thank you for tuning into FloRacing every race, cheering the team on from afar, and for being part of our journey. Your support means the world to us. And a special shout out to Holden, who's Aaron's biggest buddy. Your cheers echo louder than the engine roars. Tonight, we celebrate more than just wins. We celebrate resilience, talent, hard work, and the extraordinary people who make this journey so meaningful. Congratulations to Rico and your entire team. We're excited to see what next year holds and look forward to continuing our successes as a race family.
Congratulations once again to Brian and Lisa Ridge & Sons Racing, and of course Aaron Reitzel, Aaron, and the team returning to national competition after some years away. We want to thank them for stepping in and absolutely being a conversation starter with High Limit Racing in 2025. Hey, how about a big round of applause for Live Wire Customs and their helmet wall out in the front room here tonight, as well as these brand new Durst dice that we're going to be using in 2026. Good luck rolling those, fans. That'd be pretty cool. Mike Hess is wrapping up. He's taking some pictures down on the ground floor. When he gets back up here, we're going to begin our championship coronation. I had to explain that word to Chase Rodman a little while ago. Mike,
You have to spell it?
what's that?
You have to spell it.
Listen, I don't try to use words I can't spell, but Mike Hess is here. We're going to begin honoring our 2025 championship-winning driver and team. We will begin with the championship-winning crew chief, but first, would you please welcome, good job getting rid of that, he did better than me with the broom. Ladies and gentlemen, series director and overall ball of sunshine, Mike Hess.
Thank goodness. I'm just happy Aaron had to go after Brad, not me. But I'm going to start off first. I just need to thank my crew, that table over there. Some days I want to kill them. Most days they want to kill me. So we get along. It's some of the most passionate people in racing that you can find. They just want to put on the best show for you guys and all the fans across the country. So thank you to each and every one of you for all your hard work, everything you do. I know everybody in this room appreciates the hustle and getting the show done at 9 and still being out in the pits at 11:30. And yeah, we all appreciate that. Second, I want to thank MedStar, Jay Masur with MedStar and Charlie Cutter. They're a great addition to our series. It's nice to have them at every race. I know it makes me feel better knowing at a crash scene that I see them going up to it. I know we have great help right to a driver when they need it right away. So I want to thank them. I want to thank Brad. Congratulations on a run of championships that is outstanding. Like I said, if I was that good, I'd crawl in a car till I died, till I couldn't. So congratulations on outstanding championship run and some wins that were great. Rico, Ricky, Zach, Brady, congratulations on your championship. It's a great job all year. It's fun running up and down the road with everybody here. So you guys obviously came out on top and finished it off. So that's why I'm up here, because Ricky's not down there. I get to introduce Rick as the crew chief of the year. And if anybody knows Rick, I see his name come up on my caller ID, and I just clear my schedule for about 45 minutes. And we get have a good conversation. But Rick has been open with all his knowledge with me to help us come along with the best rules and everything we can for sprint car racing. So I appreciate everything Rick does, and he's absolutely very deserving of this award of Crew Chief of the Year. Rick Warner.
.555. The first person I got to thank is my wife, Danelle. She's literally the person that keeps me living. I take medicine I can't even pronounce. So I just like to thank her, my kids, Stevie and Drew, for all their support. The second two people I'd like to thank, I would not be standing here without them, is Zach Middlebrooks and Brady Forbrook. Brady reminds me of when I was 18 years old. I had a lot of energy and loved sprint car racing, and it's turned into a good career for me. I'd like to thank Rick Long and Speedway Engines for everything they did for us this year. You can't win a championship without a good motor package, and we had a tremendous year and with no failures. I got to thank Rico. 4 years ago, he called me, to ask me if I'd go work for him. And he kind of changed my life. He gave me a purpose to win races again. His driving has impressed me the last 2 years. How far he's came, his racecraft during the race, letting it play out. And it's a really hard thing to get somebody to figure out. So, man, this is hard. He truly was sent by God to me to save my career, and I just like being a part of, you know, being able to be a part of him, you know, winning, or his dream of winning a championship, and I'm glad I could be a big part of that for him. And I just want to thank my guys. And David, thanks for everything you do and the whole family. Uncle Jimmy, everybody. Brad, I'm going to miss talking to you. And, you know, I feel like I got to say something. You know, I had a dear friend, Bobby Allen. I'll miss the Monday morning conversations when he interrogates me about what we ran. And I'm just going to miss him. And I'd like to thank Comedic for this award, and see you guys all in 26.
Congratulations, Rick, on that. And I feel like I've been with Rick all year because Brian Walker has an incredible Ricky Warner impersonation. You should check it out during the after party. And I also took Tony's hat because why the hell not? Let's get into our champion now. Indisputably, he is the most popular driver in this sport. And he has reached the pinnacle of sprint car racing, and it only took 2 attempts. At 33 years old, he has built a powerhouse team, brick by brick, over several years to get to this point. The sponsors, the brand, the package, all of the hard work and determination to be at the top has finally paid off and led to this moment. Even with 2 of the sport's very best breathing down his neck, he didn't back down. He didn't falter, and he didn't fumble. He went out and had a 20-win campaign and solidified himself. With this championship, he has entered a stratosphere that only a few select others will get to in their careers. Along with the championship title, he is going home with the keys to the Jake's Custom Golf Cart for the most fastest laps and features this year. And his engine builder, Speedway Engines, will take home a $500 certificate courtesy of Comp Cams and 10 barrels of Sunoco race fuels. 13 High Limit Racing victories, 26 top 5s, 39 top 10s have led this driver and team to their first year-long title. Ladies and gentlemen, it's your 2025 High Limit Racing champion.
From St. Helena, California, Rico Abreu, Kerr Engineering Racing, Waste Connections, Mike's Pool Service, Pacific Boring, Whiskey Myers, number 24, here is Rico Abreu. Rico Abreu in the 24. Back around the bottom, Abreu the top, drag race to the line, Abreu will get him at the line. Rico Abreu wins, been driven to save lives, Monday Mayhem. Rico Abreu off the cushion in turn number 4. He will sweep the first 3 midweek series races. Rico gets the win.
Rico up to the cushion and up and around for the lead down the back straightaway.
Rico Abreu to the top spot. Down the back straightaway for Rico Abreu, looking to make it a weekend sweep at the Skagit Nationals worth over $150,000. 2 nights in a row, 2 years in a row at the Skagit Nationals for Rico Abreu. He gets it done. Some payback into turns 3 and 4 for the final time. For the 11th time this year, he's a winner with Kubota High Limit Racing. It's Rico Abreu in the 4th round. Rico is going to get the job done on the second to last race of the year. Abreu wins at Texas. For 6 straight seasons, it's been all Brad Sweet at the top of national sprint car racing. Gravel, Macedo, Schott, Schuart, Hottenschild, Selzy, Courtney, and many others have tried. They have failed, but that changes tonight. Abreu wins the Kubota High Limit Racing Championship.
Puts a stamp on any child's dream to, pursue their goals.
Here you go, your 2025 champion, Rico Abreu.
Wow. First time I've looked down to all you guys. I wrote something. I spent some time and for the first time in my life wrote something on my own. I have to first off thank my wife and Gus just for living this life with me. I think last year this time I forgot to mention you, and I still have pieces of my ass missing from getting chewed leaving here. Still waiting for it to grow back. I I've always been blessed to be around great individuals, surrounding myself around great individuals, just people with compassion, determination, and it just allowed me to flow in life and feel accepted. And I think that's really something to set a statement on to my parents and just the way they raised me, and you know, my brother and my sister and how they treated me growing up in life, and through schooling and just through the youth days of my career and before I became a race car driver. I'd like to say thanks to all the teams that competed this year, to the crew members for working their asses off. Without you guys, we don't get to do this cool stuff, and none of it's possible. You're the heart, you guys are all the heart of this sport. And I think that is very important to not go unnoticed. To everyone at High Limits, thank you for making the racetrack feel like a second home. You guys bring a positive aura to the races every weekend. With how grueling our sport is, it's just those moments never get forgotten. And I really enjoy being at the racetrack with you guys, genuinely. To Eric and Lisa, we all appreciate you guys and what you've created in the merchandise area. From day one, you've all made us feel very welcomed. To my team, Megan, your work in the merchandise trailer and everything you do for making the traveling experience possible is just really amazing and fulfilling. To Brady, you're obsessed with racing. You grew up around this sport and you paid attention to everything. Your input and what we do and focus and you bring to the racetrack sets the tone. Other teams in this room have tried to hire you. I'll never let that happen. Good luck trying to take them. To Zach. Zach, you're the longest RAR employee I've ever had. The way you take care of these race cars is very, very impressive. And I'm proud to share this championship with you just from over the last 5 years, getting to see where this team has come and the massive factor you've become a part of. And Rick, hiring you has been a huge moment in my career. No matter what's happened the last 4 years, I've tried to get in my truck and raise the level for the next time I'd be in a race car with you. I'm not sure if winning this championship means you'll be harder on me or softer. I want you to know that it means the world. It means the world to me that I get the opportunity to race with one of the best to ever do it. The sport doesn't work without the sponsors and the fans. I believe in this sport so deeply and know how important it is to those who support it and have an incredible experience. Your passion fuels us. We're committed to giving you moments that make my heart race often. So it's important that we celebrate tonight all as one team because that's what it takes for us to enjoy all these memories together. Thank you guys, and God bless.
Rico, congrats. Here's your golf cart. It's waiting out front for you, so if you want to take it back to the hotel, there you go. And we got a trophy here for Rico as well, a couple of them, I believe, to hand out. And Tony, I think that's about it, huh?
It's his first championship in his long sprint car career. Yeah. How about it, folks? Rico Abreu. Hey, show that thing to those people.
Congrats,
hey,
Rico.
Just so you know, I think Gus is a great dog.
So do I. So do I. Championship dog.
That's not what I hear.
Championship dog.
That is not what I hear.
Well, I make the award up, so I get to decide.
Yeah, it is a made-up award. I
It
hope
is.
people
There's no trophy. Maybe next year we get
I
a
hope
trophy.
people are very aware of that it is a very
Not
made-up
real.
award.
Not real. Tony, I'm sure you got plenty of people that you'd like to thank here tonight for your performance.
No, not really.
Oh, okay. I'll get right into it then. No, I'm just kidding. Go
Hey,
ahead.
no, seriously. We said we'd talk about him. Mike did such a good job. He skipped all of their names. Ashley Hess, Cody Houston, Trent Hetzer, Kenny Canada, Anthony Carini, Brian Walker, and my favorite acquisition over the offseason, Jake Ingram and Daddy Mitch Erickson, your High Limit Racing staff, as well as
our FloRacing crew.
Well, as well as our FloRacing crew,
Oh.
but as well as if you enjoyed this banquet tonight and you think the season moves along smoothly and you enjoyed this banquet tonight, would you please let Kendra Jacobs hear your appreciation? And Andy Savory, Josh Peterman. It takes a village, Chase, to make High Limit Racing go round.
It does, and now I don't have anything else to read here.
You didn't have all those people's names.
I did. I had quite a few of them. I did have our FloRacing crew. Tyler McKim's off to the side over here. He was at all the races this year as the producer. Chet Christner, the audio guy in the background. Kyle Windsor, both the Wills back in the trailer as well. FloRacing did everything right this year. We had a great season, and you know, nice job to all those guys. It's a tough gig out there running fiber, getting cameras set up, and all that good stuff. So we would not be here truly without FloRacing.
Yeah, absolutely. And remember, FloRacing is affordable when it comes to streaming sprint car races.
Yeah, you said that earlier. Yeah.
Well, I want to make sure people remember.
Yeah.
I said it last year during the Spirit Award acceptance speech to all the crew chiefs, crew members, car owners, drivers, and everybody who competes with this series. Thank you very much for your time, talking to me, educating me, and helping me tell your guys' stories. Last year and this year, I firmly believe this is the best kind of racing in the world, and this is the best series in sprint car racing, bar none. And it's because of the people in this room. You all work very, very hard. It does not go unnoticed. And I'm grateful to be the one who gets to tell your stories all season long. Thank you for helping me do that in 2025.
I agree with all those words as well. I just wanted to say thanks to my girlfriend and my parents sitting over there. I've had a couple bad nights here and there, and they're always there for words of encouragement. So thank you guys for all that. Thank you, Brad, Kyle, JP, Mike, for giving me this opportunity. Really appreciate it. Thank you to Tony for always being nice to me on the broadcast. It really does mean a lot. Every single night, really appreciate it.
What does that mean?
You're just always so nice to me, as you know.
Hey, on that note, I do want to say something now that he's back at his table. I don't know how you went about getting this job, but Brad, I snuck into your trailer at an outlaw race in 2023, and I begged you to let me hold a microphone. All joking aside, you've had a positive impact on a lot of people in this room, but you gave me a second chance at a career. I appreciate you for it. You've meant the world to sprint car racing. Thank you for everything you've done.
Now, congratulations, Brad, and once again, congrats to Rico. The third ever race I announced was in Rico's backyard. I'm sure he remembers it. That was a big night. So, Rico, you've always been there for me. We've been buddies for a long time. It's great to see you as the champion. So, thanks to all the guys at the table over there, Brian and Anthony, of course, Tony as well, riding in the car all season long. I've been taking them on a lot of wrong turns here recently. Not a good navigator, but I'm going to try and work on that and get better. And all the fans, of course, we got to thank them. Even the ones that hate us. We appreciate you watching on Flow every night.
I've already seen a few interesting screenshots of my head in this cowboy hat popping up on Twitter, doing different things. Please don't share those if you see them. Thanks as well to my girlfriend, Nicole, for coming and hanging out with us here in 2025. These drinks have been very nice that I haven't had to go get them from the bar. Rico, congratulations, and I look forward to more fist bumps from you in the near future. Hey, by the way, did you thank Toby when you came up here? No? I wouldn't have either. Good call. Hey, maybe if your shit wasn't blurry, okay? I'm out of here. One more big time for the voice of High Limit, Chase Rodman.
Well, thank you, Tony. As we've heard all year long, obviously, he is just the blood of High Limit Racing, without question. I know I'll much more so say, what's that? We are. We are checkered, actually, this year. The checkered's out on the season.
We are green at the post party, which is
Yeah,
coming up out front.
That's what I was about to say, the post party outside. We're going to have karaoke. I was told that every High Limit Racing staff member is singing a karaoke song, so get ready for that out there. And I believe that is it. Brad will be the first one to sing, so hopefully he holds it together. Thank you guys for being here. We'll see you next year.
Got a lot I wanna say to you. You make me feel less lonesome than I ever used to. Everlasting lover, honey, it ain't that I want to, but sometimes the pain takes over and I just slip through.
Las Vegas Motor Speedway dirt track in Las Vegas, Nevada. It's Kubota High Limit Racing race number 1 of 2025. Let's go racing off of turn number 4. We are green. Larson doesn't have it quite yet. Darren Pittman still side by side. Pittman, oh, yellow. We got one into the wall.